Sometimes you just don't know what you missed. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 deleted scenes from rom-coms.
I use condoms always. I get checked out once a month at the free clinic. Not only am I better in this act than an amateur, I am probably safer.
For this list, we're looking at the most interesting scenes from romantic comedies that were either cut completely or partly trimmed down.
Limit. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, fantastic. That's great. Can we get you through, please? Can we? Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Could I ask you to?
I'm not taking pictures.
Could
I
you
want
just?
to be in
Would you?
Well, I'm not doing it. I didn't come all the way from Minnesota just to be holding a goddamn camera.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
Number 10, Ketchup Steak, Pretty Woman. Pretty Woman is pretty much perfect as it is, but we would have loved to see this scene in the final cut because it shows us even more of Vivian's personality. When she goes with Edward to a fancy steakhouse, Vivian pulls out a pack of ketchup, seemingly out of thin air, and squirts it liberally onto her presumably very expensive steak. The waiter looks aghast, and Vivian is adorably confused as to why they'd be shocked by something as simple as ketchup.
It's ketchup.
It's a charming moment that shows Edward's affection for Vivian, even while witnessing one of her quirks.
Have you ever seen ketchup before?
Not in this building.
Number 9, Doctor's Office, 13 Going on 30. In 13 Going on 30, teenage Jenna Rink finds herself suddenly catapulted into her own future when she wakes up one day and is 30 years old.
You want to see a doctor?
Shortly after this shocking turn of events, her old friend Maddie asks if she thinks she should see a doctor about her condition. In this deleted scene, we see her in a doctor's office where she learns that she's perfectly healthy, and despite several types of tests, nothing unusual is found.
Your organ functions are fine and your MRI is clear.
The doctor does compliment her on her tattoo, however, which Jenna clearly doesn't remember getting because she scrambles to find it as soon as she's left alone in the examination room. Number 8, Abbey Road, About Time. In this deleted scene, a very pregnant Mary is going into labor but is stuck in London traffic.
This traffic is not good.
Well, honey, you better do something because I think there's an actual head appearing between my legs right now.
What's going on?
More specifically, she's stuck behind groups of tourists trying to recreate the famous Beatles album cover at the Abbey Road zebra crossing. While Tim initially tries to move things along as quickly as possible, he soon gets caught up in the photography challenge himself.
Okay, I've had an idea. I'll be Paul, and then we can do the thing quite quickly. Is that all right? Okay. You've got to take your shoes off.
Let's just say we bet he'd have to use his time-traveling abilities to turn back the clock on this whole sequence if he wanted to actually keep his wife happy.
St. Mary's, here we come, and I think we should avoid Abbey Road.
Okay, great.
Number 7, What's Your Number? When Harry Met Sally. Harry and Sally talk about a whole lot of topics in When Harry Met Sally, but this particular conversation ended up on the cutting room floor. During their first evening together on their drive from Chicago to New York, they stop at a diner. Harry bluntly asks Sally how many men she slept with, and she's understandably upset by his query.
2.
Perhaps the director, Rob Reiner, thought the topic was too racy, which would make sense considering the movie was released in 1989.
How many have you?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know.
Is it between 0 and 3, 4 and 10, or 10 and 100?
10 and 100.
It does give us some more info about our two protagonists, though, showing the deep divide in their sexual histories.
She went Ryan, man. Thought for sure it was gonna be a whole week.
Number 6, The Principal's Life, Love Actually. This is one scene that definitely would have improved the final version of the film. Love Actually is known for its interweaving storylines, but one that was sadly cut would have added some diversity to the movie.
Hello.
Welcome. You're very late.
I know. I'll be in a minute.
In this scene, we see the school principal go home to her partner, who is clearly suffering from a serious illness.
Are you all right, my love?
Yes. Fine.
The tender moments between the two women are heartbreaking and show that anyone you come across in life might just be suffering from a tragic story of their own. In another deleted scene, the young boy Sam is actually an accomplished gymnast who uses his skills during the airport scene near the end. Number 5, The Alternate Ending, My Best Friend's Wedding. Despite the fact that Julia Roberts-Julianne is the main character of My Best Friend's Wedding, she's also kind of the villain. That's why most viewers were satisfied with the original ending, where she doesn't get the guy and ends up alone. In this slightly happier alternate version, however, she's approached by a man at Michael and Kimmy's wedding who presents himself as a potential love interest.
Hi. I'm
I'm Andy Connolly. We haven't met.
Am I on a call here?
Yeah, sorry about that. Hey, do you think you might want to go in there and have a dance?
No. No, I wouldn't.
Oh, yes, you would. Go and dance with him. Sounds great.
This ending is much more hopeful and points towards a possible happily ever after for Julianne. Not only that, but the guy is played by John Corbett, who you may recognize from some other major rom-coms.
I just want to spend some time with you. I just want to spend a little time with you.
Number 4, We're Going Out. Love, Simon.
All right, come on. We're going out. What? Yep, right now. Go get your jacket. Let's go. Let's go.
In this deleted scene, Simon's friend Nick takes him out to a gay bar, despite Simon's reluctance considering he's still pretty new to being out and proud. He's understandably intimidated by the atmosphere, which makes him totally uncomfortable. Though it does show that Nick is clearly trying to be a supportive friend by bringing him there.
Oh, dude, come on. You'll love it. It's a great place.
You have fun.
They have cucumbers, I think.
No, you're crazy.
It may have been misguided, but the scene shows where Simon is at in terms of his comfort levels. There was apparently an extended version of this scene, which shows the two teens in the bar and Simon being hit on by another patron before they're kicked out for being underage.
I think you tweaked one next door.
Thank you. Thanks.
Number 3, Date with Alison, 500 Days of Summer.
Allison.
Yes. Oh, good. I was afraid you might be that guy.
Partway through 500 Days of Summer, Tom goes on a date with another girl named Alison. While a date does appear in the theatrical version of the movie, there's actually a different version available online. The version we're familiar with is painful enough to watch, as Tom mopes about Summer, obviously annoying Alison in the process.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
She never cheated on you.
No, never.
Did she ever take advantage of you in any way?
No.
And she told you up front that she didn't want a boyfriend.
Yeah.
In this version, he at least warns her that she shouldn't have high expectations about how their relationship is going to unfold. But we still can't imagine she was quite prepared for just how bad it would be.
Listen, it's great to meet you, and you're a very attractive girl. I just wanted to say up front that it's not gonna go anywhere.
Oh.
And it's not you, it's me. It's just you seem like a really sweet person.
Number 2, A Real Relationship, Bridget Jones's Diary. In Bridget Jones's Diary, Bridget's relationship with her boss, Daniel Cleaver, all happens pretty much in a blur. In this deleted scene, however, we get a glimpse into their day-to-day and the events that led to their memorable mini break in the countryside.
Talk to me. What can I say? I'm a person of wide interest, which include, among other things, a number of competitive sports. I'm warning you, Bridge, do not come between me and my rugby. I'll have that back now.
Or darts, or cricket, or Dutch second division female basketball.
In this sequence, Bridget is serially frustrated by Daniel wanting to stay in and watch sports, as their initial romantic bliss begins to wane.
You know, Bridge, you wanted a relationship. We have a relationship. You wanted to spend Sundays together. We spend Sundays together. Now it appears we have to go frolicking over hilltops and shagging in creaky four-poster beds. I can't win, can I?
It actually would have been a good scene to keep in the film, because it gives the audience a little more insight into their dynamic and shows the difficulties they have from early on.
Come on, you great French wanker.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, the alternate ending, The Proposal.
Okay, you gotta let me up there so I can talk to her. No, can't do it, brohan. Okay, then can you somehow get her a message?
In the real ending of The Proposal, Margaret goes back to New York and Andrew eventually comes to share his feelings with her. In this alternate version, however, Andrew manages to deliver a message to Margaret via an air traffic controller and flight attendant, though it results in a little bit of broken telephone.
He says that you were a foxy lady, and he loves your sweet little boobies.
Sorry, he said what?
This version is much more comical than the one we saw in theaters. Though we understand why the filmmakers opted to go with the more serious and romantic ending instead, this one does fit with the hilarious tone of the rest of the film.
Well, what you have to recognize is that he is trying to tell you something. All right, now, I got a suspicion if you don't get on that radio and find out what he meant to say, girlfriend, you gonna worry about that thing for the rest of your life.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.